Street Gaming, and as promised, we have continued to move on up with these baby dragons. I think I lost my voice today. And sitting at level 7 with them. I think I've got a couple replays at level 6, and then I'm going to have a live attack that I did shortly after I was doing the replays for level 6, and then I just happened to come into my 3 attacks for the night. So we went in for that too. Had about, like, I don't know, 2 hours of gameplay that I recorded. Got a little carried away, so I cut it down to, let's see, about 20 minutes. Still pretty long, sorry guys. But, awesome attacks. You gotta watch these, man. These attacks are something else. So, baby dragons, I'm using all baby dragons, 8 of them, or I'll use 3 camps of babies and then 1 camp of archers. And so, I'm gonna kind of go through what I'm looking at when I'm attacking these bases. It's not I know it's a mass attack, and so a lot of people think, oh, mass attack is just easy, just put them all in, and you know they're gonna just go. It's not really the way it works. You have to try to identify where the Tesla is gonna pop up first of all. That's always like the wild card of it all. Also, if you have level 6 baby dragons like I do in this replay, and they don't have those air bombs, you are at a huge advantage. So because I haven't maxed out all my defenses yet, I'm kind of going slow on the defenses. I'm getting a lot of bases that don't have the air bombs yet. So I'm really, you know, I don't 3-star all of them, but almost all of them. I don't know, if I've got 50 without balloons on them, I know I got 48 of them. So, as I've talked my way through this whole entire first attack, let's just, what I'm doing is, first, as mentioned, try to identify where the Tesla's going to come up, and I'm always going to hold on to 1 baby dragon for the Tesla, and then I'm going to try to hold on to a 2nd baby dragon. We're going to call them Brags, that's what we all call them, because it's already the first minute of the video, and I'm getting tired of saying baby dragon over and over. So, I'm trying to hold on to 1 Brag for the Tesla, and then 1 more for a backup for when they get overpowered at certain parts of the base. And you're gonna have 3 different air defenses. You're gonna have the firecracker, which, let me tell you, firecrackers are not air defenses. They look like them, they shoot like them, but they are not as strong as air defenses. Not down these lower levels, at least. Maybe once they get up to the higher levels, they will be. But right now, they don't punish these baby dragons, Brags, as much as not nearly as much as the air bomb does. So that was my first attack. This attack happened yesterday. This is my first attack for the money, 70,000 at 1,500 trophies. Now you're gonna see a little jump in trophies too, and I'm gonna explain what I've been doing with the trophies too, because I think it's a good idea to do what Easy's doing right now, because this is how I think they designed this to be played. They're not giving us a lot of opportunities to earn loot during these attacks. You only have 3 attacks you can use. And if you're confused about the way it works, that there's the first number, which let's say it's 70,000, and then the last number is for that 3-star bonus, and that's like 90,000 or whatever it is. You don't get 70, 70, and 90. You get you don't get 70, 70, 70, and 90. You don't get 90 on top of the 370s. You're gonna get that 90 in place of the third 70. Alright, so as I'm scouting the base here, trying to figure out where the Tesla could possibly be. There's a couple of different locations. I'm over here dancing around with the mouse. Haven't pulled it up quite yet. And now I'm just kind of what I'm doing is I'm attacking this as if I would be attacking any base with a Laloon. I'm just going around in a semicircle or a circle, trying to cover as much of the base as I can. Try to keep the dragons as spread out as possible to keep them all enraged. And that's actually a really big part of the attack. You know, when we're playing regular Clash, we're trying to funnel into the troops, trying to get a big giant group of troops together. But the baby dragons are not quite like that. You know, you have to keep these guys separated, because the enraged bonus, you know, these guys are, I don't know if it's ×2 quite yet, but I know that they're going to be ×2 in either this level or next level. So by the time you get them to level 6, they are definitely at the elite troop. They start surpassing the archers. Archers have been the #1 troop up until now. Most guys that were attacking me that were able to 3-star were using giants and archers, And now you get into the back end of builder base or builder hut 4, and that goes away. And now the Brags are the #1 troop. So 2 attacks, 2 3-stars, up to 1538 on the trophies. I don't know if I recorded the 3rd one or not. I don't know what the hell I'm pointing at. You know, I didn't realize you could see that. Alright, so yeah, so the win bonus is 70, and now the 3 win bonus is 90, so I'm going to get 90 if I win this one. And just so you know, there's a couple of awesome attacks that I pull off. I don't know how I pulled it off, but I did, and I can't wait to show you. There's one that's, I got the most impossible attack off. I don't want to ruin it for you. I'm gonna kind of explain as I go with it. Now you notice that I boosted up. I've got the watchtower going, and what you should try to do is get a defense or something upgrading. And if I'm going to attack, I'm not going to upgrade a defense while I'm attacking for the loot. So I upgraded the storage right there, and now I also have a troop going in the lab, or I'm going to right after I do this attack. and then because you know, it's at 10 minutes right now, so that's 10 minutes times 10. And that actually takes an hour, over an hour, you know, 60 minutes in the hour, so that's 6, almost an hour and a half off of any upgrade time once you get it to 10 minutes. That's a big chunk taken off of your time, especially if you have a 1-day upgrade, and then you can use that every 8 hours, so that's 3 times. And each time you use it, if you have it at 10 minutes, which is the 3rd upgrade, you're talking about almost 4 hours, or give or take a few minutes, but about 4 hours you can cut off of your upgrade time per day just by boosting that the watchtower. So now getting ready, we have an open wall, and we have archer towers on the edge, which that is a terrible idea. You got to get these. You have to get these archer towers into the core of the base and have at least one line of defenses or trash buildings or something in front. You can't let the guy just put the first baby dragon or whatever troop it is on that archer tower. That's giving it away. And as you can see now, both the archer tower and the firecracker were both shooting at that bottom brag, and it got it before it took out the archer tower. So that the firecracker does add, you know, it does damage. But it's not like the air defense that would 3 or 4 shot a baby dragon and kill it. So now I'm starting to spread out the baby dragons around the outside of the base. We have 2 defenses that shoot at air in the middle, and I've got that one brag holding it in reserve. And now as soon as I have an open lane for it and there's nothing in front, I put it in. I know I do lose the enrage bonus, but now I have a fresh baby dragon there, and you know, it's taking damage, but it's got so much health that it could take damage from both of them. It takes down the firecracker, then takes out the Tesla, and that's all she wrote for another base. So if you're keeping track, that's 3 for 3. And these aren't the best tactics, I know. You know, I'm learning as I go, just like everyone else. And you know, some of the things that I have learned is that you have to hold a couple troops back and wait until you clear out some of these trash buildings, and then you put the troop in directly on the target, the main target, which for when you're using these air troops, the main target has to be the archer towers, or has to be the archer towers, or has to be the firecracker, or has to be the air bomb. So we brought 6 archers in this one because they brought 2. Now this base looks a lot harder. I mean, look at this. They have 2 air defenses. They have 2 firecrackers. So take out the 2 firecrackers with the archers. This is actually the biggest base that I think I've attacked so far. That I've actually done anything. I've attacked a couple bases with the hero, and when I end up getting that's a mismatch in my opinion, and they just kicked my butt anyway, so it doesn't matter. Okay, so the archers are out. We got that. We have 1 more or 2 more up top that just get wiped out by that triple shooting cannon. And now we do have we do have 2 archer towers on the edge of the walls, but they are both being protected by trash buildings on the outside. so they're going to be difficult for me to get to right away. So now I'm starting to put in. Now my primary target at this point has to be the air bombs. I believe the air bombs do splash damage, so if the baby dragons get grouped up, they'll damage several of them at once. But you still have to risk it. You still have to kind of team up on them. So took out the air bomb, took out the other Archer Tower. Have not seen the Tesla yet. We're at 50%. It's just like the real base. As soon as you go over 50%, it pops up. There it is in that corner. It's being protected pretty well. But now I'm still holding on to that last baby dragon. You gotta hold on to that last one until you know where the Tesla is, because you may have to put it on that Tesla. So that's what I'm doing. It's starting to fire on that one baby dragon. Now it's distracted, so now I can put in the other baby dragon and clear out the trash buildings next to it without it taking direct damage from it. And now you have two Brags on the Tesla, and it goes down. So that was a pretty good attack. I was proud of that. It wasn't just surround the base and watch them fold in on it. I had to think about that for a minute. Now, I've seen a lot of people use the clan castle, which is the guard post, and I want everyone to remember, when you put the clan castle in the core, which everyone does when you're playing the regular base. Well, what that does is sometimes that will pull the troops into the core. So you have to be mindful of what troops you put in the clan castle. The same thing goes here. Now you can't really pick and choose your troops. It's going to have an archer, it's going to have a barbarian at level 1, and it's going to go up from there. Level 2, I believe they just go up in level. Level 3, you get an extra troop or 2. So he put, now I've seen this a lot, you put those clan castle troops or the guard post right next to the air defense, because it will distract the baby dragons and they will go after those troops instead of the air defense. But the problem is I have a camp in front, then I have the guard tower, and then I have the firecracker, and I am running out of baby dragons. I have one left, and now I have the firecracker shooting at that bottom baby dragon. It's about to die. So I put in this baby dragon, and look at what it does. It chases after the troop, chases after the barbarian, and then stops right on top of the firecracker, and I end up pulling the firecracker out of the core without taking any of the buildings around it out. So that's kind of like the two-edged sword right there. Most of the time those troops will distract those baby dragons, and they'll sit there, and now I've said baby dragons so many times, I don't know, I'm not gonna be able to listen to this video. It's gonna drive me nuts. So yeah, it's like a two-edged sword, because normally it will distract the air troops, but in this time it pulled them right into the air defense, and it was able to take it out. So the Tesla pops up right away. Got kind of lucky and dropped the troops right on top of it, so I was able to take it out right away. And now on the back side of Town Hall, see, now they're not watching their replays. You have to watch your replays. If they were watching the replays, they'd know that those air defenses are outside of the range of the builder hall. So you don't want that. You have to have things shooting at the troops as they're on the builder hall. It's a high hit point building, and you don't want them to take out stuff. You don't want them to take out the builder hall without incurring some kind of damage. So those air bombs should have been closer. An archer tower should have been closer. Something had to change with that. You have to get your air defenses on both sides of the builder hall, so no matter which side they come in on, they'll take damage from the back side. And again, this is what's been working. This one troop that I hold on to, and now I'm gonna wait for that archer tower to target it. As soon as it targets it, I put it on that back archer tower. It goes down. No more air targeting defenses, and it's another one, 3-star. And I'm gonna fast forward up here for a minute. And now I know a lot of these attacks look the same, and I know I've recorded a lot of them, but I wanted to give you guys tons of different looks at this attack, because this is the premium attack at Builder Hall 4. And I was shocked. Now at this point the Brags are level 7. I've already upgraded them to 7 now. One day later. Matter of fact, if you can see right there, I've got 19 hours, or I can't read it from here, even though it's on a big screen damn TV. Um, oh, sorry, I got distracted. Wow, that was pretty bad. Yeah, so trying to keep the baby dragons in the laboratory at all times. So as they're getting ready to come up, I'm trying to make sure I have enough loot or gems. I'm not saying you should do it, but I'm gonna do it maybe. So yeah, I'm making sure I'm keeping the baby dragons in the lab, and I was surprised at how far they went. I mean, I shouldn't be. I'm making the web pages for all the new defenses now and all the new troops. So I've got all these charts and stats and everything on the website, and I should remember that they can go up this high and build a Hall 4. But man, level 8 baby dragons in Builder Hall 4, and you can't get them until Builder Hall 4. That means you have to do 8 upgrades of the baby dragons in Builder Hall 4. That's a lot of upgrades on one troop. So there's no telling. I guess, you know, all these troops now. I've taken a look at from on the Reddit, which if anyone is not part of Reddit, I strongly suggest you become a member of one of them. There's so many of them. I've been in a couple of them that I really like them. I have one for recruiting for the guys, and I've got a couple guys out in the clan from Reddit, which these are good players. And looking at a lot of the stats, I want to find reliable stats for because I'm building our website for the clan and for, you know, our own guide, and I want to find reliable stats, and the Reddit has had pretty reliable stats. Well, they also show deep into the lineup, all the way to level 15 on some of these troops, which I know that Supercell is not, you know, they're not affiliated with them, and at the same time, I don't know if they mind showing that far ahead or what, but it's no guarantee they're going to stay like that either. But all these troops are going to go up pretty high level, so the cannon cart, for example, you don't get that till Builder Hall 5. So I'm imagining there's going to be 10 upgrades on the cannon cart in Builder Hall 5. I don't know because I haven't got there yet. And there we go. Talk through that whole attack. And that one, I don't remember seeing an air bomb, and that's why I had 5 or 6 baby dragons left on the base at the end of that attack. So at this point now, with level 7 Brags, if it doesn't have an air bomb, they're doomed. And that was my first attack tonight. Now we're gonna skip over the second attack. That didn't go as well, and I believe I won the attack. It was just ugly, and so we're not gonna just show every single garbage attack I do because I get some of them garbage attacks too. So this was the last attack I did. Matter of fact, this is the last attack I did before I decided to make the video. This is another compact base. Now these bases right here, these are successful bases. These things right here are hard to attack. Now he's got that big second wall. Not a huge fan of it because I'm going to use air troops and then go right over them. So, you know, that may force the ground troops to go around and kind of play into his hand. But, you know, if you're in Builder Hall 4, the elite troop is the Brags, the baby dragon. So why defend against the ground? But, you know, that's something that we all have to learn. It's a learning curve for all of us. So anyway, I've got three dragons right now. I'm holding off on them, and I'm going to jump over the walls with them as soon as I kind of cut into this base a little bit. I believe, I forget what I did, and this was like 15 minutes ago. My memory's terrible. And it's looking pretty weak at this point, but I put the last baby dragon in. It's gonna hit on the Tesla, and I kind of got a stroke of good luck that baby dragon down there in the bottom left, it decided to go right for the firecracker instead of getting distracted on one of the other defenses. So as soon as the firecracker goes down, that's it. You know, this is the beginning stages of the new base mode. So even I know that they will fill this base up eventually. This is going to be just as complex as regular Clash, I'm sure. But right now it's not, and we have 2 archer towers, and I guess in Builder Hall 5 you can have 2 firecrackers. So right now it's still a little thin. So take advantage of it while it's thin. I'm pushing my way to 3,000 trophies. I think I can do it. I'm at like 2,500, 2,400 right now. These troops are so strong. 21. I'm not even close. 2100. See, I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. Yeah, these troops are so strong that I think I can get all the way to 3,000 trophies. So I'm at 22, and I have actually done a couple raids after that. So anyway, if you managed to last till the end of this long video, I appreciate you. Sub to the channel. We're actually going to I can change the UI